Right, boys, I see so many people living their life as if life was a sprint. But life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. But before I talk to you about it, if you want to encourage a small YouTuber whose only goal is to help as many people as possible, subscribe to the channel. One, it shows that you care about what I do, you want to encourage me, and you actually want to see more of it. Why do people want to see the quick wins? Why do people want everything right now? And that is something that I notice. I notice it everywhere. In the gym, people, they want to go to the gym for a month and get jacked. In business, they want to work on something for a month and they want to see results right now. In a relationship with a partner, they want the relationship to work immediately without doing any efforts. And I'm guilty of that too. Don't think for a second, I've never been guilty of that. Of course I wanted to go to the gym in my first month and seeing results. Like I've been working out for a year. Of course I wanted to be as successful as possible, as soon as possible. Of course whenever I started a relationship, I never wanted to make any effort. I didn't want to put any efforts. I just wanted it to work right away. But that is not how things work. People want the quick win easily, but they are not willing to put the efforts and time. And that's the important part. No crops, no trees, no flowers will sprout as soon as you put it in the soil. It requires time. And just like it requires time to work out, to work on your business, to work on your relationship, you need to think not in terms of days and months, but in terms of years and decades. I will share with you my plan for my physique. I started working out seriously in January of last year, and my plan was I will try to tone as much as I could until summer. For summer, I will try to have a summer body. Of course, it was very basic, just, look good in a t-shirt. In September, start a bulk that will go on until March, and it's not even March yet. And then March, maybe April, I will start a cut that will go for like 3 months, something like that. 3 months, and then I might have a body that I'm happy with. It will have taken a year and a half. Might still not be happy about it. I might go another cycle of bulk and cutting just to achieve the body that I want. And it's the same thing for business. As soon as you start a business, as soon as you start working on something, you have to have a plan for years or decades. It cannot be about days and months. Of course, you need to know where you are going on the short term, but don't expect result immediately. It takes time, it takes planning, and it takes strategy. They take time to achieve. You cannot expect a relationship to work in the first month without doing any efforts. You have to set your boundaries. You have to know what the other person is like, in what situation. You have to understand them. You have to communicate, both of you, what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see, what you don't want to see. It takes time. You can't expect to know a person, everything about a person in the first month. It takes time. And I see so many people, as soon as they don't see the results that they would like to see after a month, after 2 months, they give up because they treat life as a sprint. They're not willing to slow down, take some time, plan, strategize for a year, 2 years, 3 years. Strategize about what you're going to do every single day in order to make sure that what you start is a success every single day. And there will be a long period of time that you will not see any results. And you have to be okay with that. You have to see the long term of your plan. You know that in a year, 2 years, 3 years, you will see results. And for that period of time, before that, you won't see anything. And you have to be okay with that. You have to accept that. Because again, life is not a sprint, it's a marathon. You are not supposed to run the fastest that you could on the first kilometer of a marathon, because the other 41 kilometers is gonna hurt like hell. You will be out of breath, your muscle cramps, you probably will have no water because you drank all of it in your first kilometer. You will have no resources, no energy to continue the run for the remaining 41 kilometers. The same principle applies in business, relationship, and working out. It's the same thing. For yourself, for your business, for your partner, it takes time. It requires effort, requires time, and it requires planning ahead and knowing what to do, when to do it. I have been victim of that mentality for far too long. And I think I just realized it a year ago that we're not supposed to go through life as fast as we can. We're supposed to enjoy and plan. And when things are supposed to happen, they will happen. We don't need to rush things. But let me know your thoughts about sprinting through life. Also, if you're not subscribed, do so right now. And don't forget, do not do what you want. Do what is required of you.